last scene, he was explaining their part of the story, like
right.
like how you were saying about the guy who wanted his shit bucket empty. So John, there's John Adams, right? He's like, before I even consider like trying to take your case, you need to tell me exactly what happened, and
Right.
nothing but like proof will like get you guys free.
Right. Because British soldiers or not, you cannot go anywhere and murder people. It doesn't matter if you're a British soldier, you're a colonist, you're protected under the law. You don't have the right to kill people without acting in self-defense, without being at war, without that cause, right? Yeah. Any other thoughts on what we were talking about before, like why are the colonists so upset? Like what's happening for them? I've been hearing to say we can move on. Yes, Jackson. I got you. You can let you talk. You know that you shared already.
Well,
Yeah, Jackson.
it seemed like some people thought something like that was gonna happen eventually.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Well, because they're realizing they wanted to be more independent from England.
Yeah.
And I guess this is kind of an excuse for them to start something.
Yeah, and to kind of like start that unrest. Why did they want to be separate from England? Why did they feel like they don't need England to govern them?
Well, all the acts that England was making on them,
Yeah.
they just really didn't like those,
Right.
and they don't want those
Right.
they don't want to be taxed on stuff from a country like miles and miles away from them.
That's right. Henry, you have something to say?
I just wanted to say that when he was talking with his wife said that I saw this coming.
Yeah. She made this just a feeling that she had. Yeah, Chris.
Well, I can sort of see why the people in like the colonies would be angry if that was the defense of the soldiers who shot people. Because that was a pretty weak defense. He didn't say like, oh, a guy with a club knocked me over and then my gun went off when I fell over. He just said, oh, well, they were yelling at me and they were threatening me and they were insulting me and then a shot went off.
Yeah. Okay.
And then he got hit with a club or something. Like he didn't even.
So you're looking at it from the perspective of the colonists.
Yeah,
It's
from the
like
perspective of the colonists, he's not doing a very good job of defending himself. He's not really saying anything that can be taken seriously.
obviously the colonists are feeling that there was no need for you to shoot.
Especially if they're already angry at you.
Right.
You have to say something a little different.
Right. David, last comment before we move on.
The commanding officer actually did say that that he was hit with a club before he got off balance, and I don't know if you heard that. He was like, that's where the shot went off. And then,
Yeah, I know.
and then he was saying that the other soldiers were the ones who shot like multiple people, but the first shot was when
But like,
The commanding officers, and obviously from the perspective of the soldiers, the crowd was getting restless. It was starting to get violent, and they were like, they had to protect themselves. They're starting to.
but also
yes, the
like
colonists
when Sam Adams asked like the guy who actually shot someone, like not the commanding
You feeling
officer.
like his excuse.
Like when he asked the guy who shot Crispus or whoever,
Right.
whoever he was on trial for shooting,
Right.
he was not convincing at all. He,
Right.
like, just,
Right.
And then
Guys, can you do me a favor? Let's put these study guides away. Quickly take out your planner. I want to go over this activity with you. And like I said, I knew that this would take up a part of our discussion, and I wasn't sure we'd be able to dive into this activity today. But let's see what we can get to. Quickly take out your planner. Let's do 20 seconds. I want you to write down your homework so you're clear on what you need Open up your planners for this week. Let's record this homework. Recording our homework right now.
I don't know.
How many of you left your planner? David, use another piece of paper because I still have your journals. I'm not giving back your journal until Friday, so use another piece of paper. Are you recording your homework in your notebook?
I can't wait.
That's your dad said that you're going to record it in your notebook.
plan.
I know.
Chris, good guy? Are you not, you just doing it on a piece of paper? I need you to know what you have for homework on Friday and what you recorded.
I won't do it. Good time.
You're recording your homework in your colonial journal now? No. Take it out, not a piece of paper. That's for history activities. Last time, eyes right here, please. Wolfgang, can you read the homework, please?
For grade
Grade 18, and also, pass me the blue pen.
American Road Revolution flow chart,
Yes, see? Yes, sir.
cause and effort.
Cause and
Effort.
effect. Mm-hmm.
And Boston Massacre Tea Party, shots heard around the world.
Thank you, Wolfgang. The American Road to Revolution flowchart is what is due for homework. Okay? Okay? I want you to be clear on what events happened and then how did that affect leading to the American Revolution. How did these events, you're going to be you're looking at your reader, investigating the Stamp Act, the Declaratory Act, the Quartering Act, Townshend Revenue Act, the Boston Massacre, Gatsby Affair, the Tea Party, and last but not least, the Coercive Act and the Continental Congress. These are three major events happening, and I want you to tell me why did these things happen, what is happening, how did that affect leading to the American Revolution. This is what is due for homework on Friday. No study guides, just this. You may use this when you take your quiz. Jake, what we're gonna do is I'm offering 3 quizzes on Friday. You can take a quiz about the Boston Massacre if you feel like you have the grasp of that, about the Tea Party, the Tea Act, if that's the one that's more of your strong suit, understanding that information. And shots heard around the world is the final chapter of reading, and that talks about the First Continental Congress and the decision to kind of make an American militia and kind of start to fight against England. So these are the 3 quizzes I'm offering. You can take you can do whichever one you want. The information that you put here will help you. Are we clear? Quizzes, and this is due Friday. Yeah. Oscar, what's due Friday?
You have to pick one of the 3 tests and do the flow chart.
Okay. Oscar told us about the quizzes. What written document is due on Friday?
I said flow chart.
Oh, you did too, my bad. Go ahead, Vincent.
Oh, you said, we were gonna do the flow chart.
Flow chart.
Oscar
All right.
said he'll do.
Okay, let's go. You guys can go ahead and put your planners away now. I want to show you, I want to give you an example. Go ahead and put your planners away.
I want
Thank you
to
for
draw.
recording your homework.
Draw.
No problem.
You know how to draw?